So if you've been following along, this is the final video of our brush lettering tutorial video series. We've gone over the basic strokes, lowercase and uppercase alphabet, as well as ideas to refine your style. So now we're just bringing it all together with some practice pages for you. We have some examples that you can trace and then some blank pages for you to practice. So for this page in particular, we would love if you could tag us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter so that you can see your progress and follow you back and watch you grow, as well as help you out if you have any questions, as well as show off to everyone else that you're learning a new hobby. So the rest of this video, I'll just be practicing or tracing all of these examples that we've provided you, just to give you another view of someone else writing it rather than just giving you a blank page to stare at. It's a little bit more helpful to see someone else do it. So I'll start just tracing these. You can see how I lift my pen, where I start, where I finish. For example, this B, instead of starting over here, I'm going to start here, go down, and then add that in. You could start here if you'd like, go up, and then back down. But like I said, I think it's helpful just to see someone else do it sometimes. You can see how often I lift, how slowly I go. Hopefully this will be encouraging to you that it's not a race. It's not like cursive or handwriting where you can just speed through it. You really have to think about where you're placing your pen and what your next stroke is. Especially when it comes to adding flourishes, you can't just wing it. You have to think about it. Think about the principles of brush lettering with the contrast between thicks and thins, the variations that we've talked about, such as the slant of your lettering. And hopefully you're having fun while doing it. We gave you some phrases like happy birthday so that if you have any friends and family with birthdays coming up, you can surprise them with a new beautiful birthday card with your new hobby. Doesn't have to be perfect. Some other pens that you can use, so we've been using the Tombow dual brush pen, and if you purchased this through our Etsy shop, that's what we sent you in the mail. If you got this online for our instant download, you may or may not have gotten the Tombow pens, but we really like them. Some other brands we like are, first of all, you can just use a regular Crayola marker. The way that you'll get the thicks and the thins, you've probably written with them before. It's you just have to press harder, similar to this pen. Those are a little bit less flexible of a tip, the Crayola ones. We also use Koi, K-O-I, brush pens. And for thinner writing, so Koi, Tombow, and the Crayola ones are all on the thicker side, but let me grab a Pentel. So I grabbed a Pentel sign pen. The tip is a lot smaller than the Tombow one we've been using. But it's the same idea. You just have to press harder for the thick lines and lighten up on your pressure for the thin lines. I really like these. They come in a lot of different colors. And sometimes you just don't have enough room on your paper to write with the large Tombows. So this was the Pentel Touch sign pen. I'll put a link to all of these markers that I'm talking about below. First I'll just finish up tracing these again just to give you a visual of what it looks like when someone else does it. This quote, which we love, is an example of mixing styles. So the first part, written in brush pen with the styles we've been talking about, but then I have some capital letters all in a row. We would love to see your progress and your work. We know how intimidating it can be to post your work online, but we truly think that the best way to learn is just to keep trying, and Instagram in particular has a really supportive community of calligraphers and hand letterers and just artists and Etsy shop owners. So you can find a lot of cool lettering challenges. Like if you don't really know what to practice, you want to practice, but you can only write "I love you" so many times. There are some lettering challenges that you can join if you just search the hashtag lettering challenge. And then it'll give you some ideas of, like we just did a Dr. Seuss lettering challenge where every day of the month we have a different Dr. Seuss quote that we write, and then you can see other people writing the same quotes. So I think that you get the point. Here's another example of a flourish right here, and using this end of your marker for writing the word live. These practice sheets are the exact same height, X height, as what we learned for the lowercase alphabet. You can take, if you run out of these sheets, you can just take a regular piece of copy paper and you can still see the lines through it. So you can practice that way. Just use any type of paper is fine. If it's too rough, then over time your pen might fray a little bit, but it should be fine on regular copy paper. This is smooth 28-pound paper, so you can use your pen for longer on this type of paper because it's not as rough on your pen. But we are very excited that you stuck with us throughout this whole book. We hope you've learned a lot and have added to your lettering toolbox so that you can enjoy this hobby. Of course, if you have any questions at all or would like to share your work with us, please email us at lovelyloops@gmail.com or search for us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy. Just search Lovely Loops, and we will be more than happy to chat with you.